everyone is here. So, this will be quick kasi I know everyone is exhausted since kanina pa tayo nag-uumpisa around 9. So, I called everyone. So, some of you have received NTEs and as per review, the one kasi who sent the screenshot was from Sir Arnel. But I know those tasks were previously
Mars, naka-open mic ka.
nag log out muna kayo sa VOOJT para anyway, so I understand that there are tasks yung mga na-screenshot ni sir was done previously and I know it was corrected but as part of the request so we need to do the retraining as well. Okay, so for those who have received their NTEs, kindly respond with your explanation and signature dun sa NTE. So let's start. So service log training. So I have now itemized. So this is the first time that I have itemized the importance of service log. This is to create an invoice per account. So for everyone's knowledge, we have onboarded a new VA to focus on invoicing, payroll, and CMS. So Kath is also part of this of this training so that she would know better and she would understand the importance of service log. So these invoices that we bill to our clients or to our sa accounts natin on our part, this is very important because these invoices are billable. So, lahat ng mga salaries natin are coming from these clients. So, for each client, we can onboard one full-time or one part-time two OJTs. That's how our new system works now. So, as you can see, there are already 5 OJTs that has been crossed over from the OJT to the core team. So, for each new account, we provide jobs. And the PRP system is built to maintain by a VA. So when the PRP was still on development before before the VA or before we hired more VAs during March of 2020 when it was still on the process. Actually, it was discussed by Brandon that PRP can be more on computerized kasi system siya online, pwedeng i-download na lang yung mga documents, ganun. But Sir Arnel wanted to build this PRP system. As the PRP or as the consultaire grows, he wanted to hire more people to provide jobs. That is one of his um, goal in life. So, isa talaga yun sa gusto niya. To be to be honest with everyone, the when Consultaire started, there were only around less than 5 clients. And look at us now, 'di ba? So as we grow and currently, how many clients do we have now, Chris? 10, around 10 clients probably on the average.
Probably,
And with
yeah.
yeah, so with those 10 clients, imagine how many are we now in the team. We are around 24 including OJTs. Hindi pa kasali yung part-times ng ITs. For that. Hindi pa kasali si Kenneth and Raymond, but I think Raymond is no longer part of the consultaire. So, that is how our system works. So, as us as employees, we really have to do the service log and we need to itemize it because that is the consultaire and client relationship. That is how we maintain, 'di ba? So, if you have an accounting background, pag naggumawa ka ng invoice sa accounting, always may reference, invoice number, and that invoice number. So, for example, nag-bill ka ng, let's say, hindi services, but sa accounting na side, may sales invoice ka, di ba? Yung sales invoice na yun, you issue that sa customer mo. So, kunyari, appliance company ka. So, nag-issue ka ng invoice and then yung naka-itemize doon na ang dineliver mo na products is 1 HP aircon, 1 table, so ganun. So 'di ba naka-itemize yun sa per invoice and that invoice even has a reference number. So lahat ng invoice na yun ginagather ng accounting to be part of the total sales for the month. 'Di ba? That's how it is. Ano yung accounts receivable, meaning kung yung particular client na yun is nag-PPO or nagpa-purchase order. So, ganun din yun sa atin sa services. Though, on our part, we offer our services, our skills. Kung ano yung skills na binibigay natin within the consultaire organization. So, that is how the system works. So, yung invoicing natin will depend solely on the virtual assistant. Kaya that is very important. So kung hindi ka nag-itemize, hindi tama yung pag-log mo ng services mo. So there's a tendency na magiging invalid siya and magiging non-billable siya. Kasi may deadline tayo, accounting yan eh. 'Di ba? Sa accounting may cut-off. Yung payroll nga natin may cut-off, 'di ba? So ganun din sa invoicing because that is how business works. So, kailangan magbigay ka ng invoice para pumasok dun sa client kasi may accounting din si client, 'di ba? So, meron siyang period, let's say from November 1 to November 30, yun yung naging agreement with that particular client. So, for the 1 month na invoice na ibibill, so kailangan by December 1, kumpleto yun. Kasi yun yung ibibill mo. Or else, magiging, let's say, strict yung client. So, magiging null and void yun. So, hindi mabibill kay client yun kasi late tayo nag-log ng service. That's one. And then next, nagiging non-billable siya kasi hindi nyo na-itemize correctly. So, let's say, nag-bulk, ano kayo, nag-bulk log. 'Di ba? So, inisan nyo lang log, nilagay nyo doon 120, 190, and then naglagay lang kayo sa comment ng work on 35 documents. So, tapos naka-summarize lang siya. So, magiging ano na rin siya, invalid na yun na billable. Eh, kailangan na i-submit yung invoice. 'Di ba? So, that is why every onboarding training, I really focus on service log. I understand na during implementation, of course,
Oo.
may mga confusions and then overwhelming yung work, ganun. So, we really have to take time. So, isa sa mga, like, me and Chris always discuss this one, sinasali namin sa demo yung service log na time. Kasi yun yung nagiging issue parate eh, na kulang sa time, overwhelming yung task. So, we ourselves also include that one, yung pag-update ng service log. We we log it under the demo account. So, it will take you around 30 to 40 minutes depende sa dami ng document that you're working on. And you really have to track that one kasi that is how our system works. And so far, medyo mahirap maghanap ng kahit na may system na tayong gagawin within the services, pero manual input pa rin yung mangyayari. Kasi we as the VA, individually, we know our own task. So, isa yun sa mga medyo mahirap kung kahit na online siya or kasi marami na kaming ginawa din ni sir before na on how to track the ano. So, one thing is the email. That's one. So, kaya mga discussion reports, sino yung mga bago. So, may time, especially discuss part kasi 'di ba maya meeting, let's say ito, nag-shift tayo ng meeting. So, ako I always jot down notes when that time na nag-start ka, hanggang anong oras yung ganitong first discussion with the OJTs, and then next ilang ilang hours yung training, sino yung in-onboard, ano yung naging topic, and then ano yung naging training. So, yan, you really have to track your own time. Okay, so yun yung medyo mahaba yung background because I want you guys to understand more why the service log has been recurring every now and then. And bakit important yung service log? So, one more thing also, because of yung mga service logs, may mga client din tayo na nawala. Kasi pag bill sa kanila, ang ang laki, 'di ba? Kasi especially if they're new clients, kasi we populate them, we convert, maraming tao yung gumagawa sa isang nagtutulungan sa isang account just to finish the SQF module 2, ganun. So, nagba-bulk yung pagbigay nung nung invoice sa client na yon. So, that's why meron tayong ibang client na hindi na bumalik because of that. But that is not our hold, by the way. Yun lang kasi yun yung ang naging corrective action natin for that part is we engage with the client. So as we grow, we we create new rules or new process, new systems. Say, 'di ba ganun naman kasi change is always constant within any organization. Okay. So let's go back in how we are going to log our services. So always remember to check kung naka-reflect yung task owner. And then, for the task description, always refer to per document. So, kung gumawa ka nag-add ka ng hierarchy, ano yung, you itemize it per hierarchy na ginawa mo. So, even if it takes you a minute or two per hierarchy, you need to log it differently. Kasi iba naman din yung title ng hierarchy mo. Hindi pwedeng yung parent hierarchy lang yung ilalagay mo tapos i-itemize mo doon na added 12 below. So ano yung 12 na yun, 'di ba? So when you look at your service log, kailangan ikaw mismo hindi na kailangan tawagan ka, hindi na kailangan i-email ka to ask you to itemize this service logs. So yun, and then the activity, the details of the task or comments. But usually these comments kasi are not included in the invoice. So nagiging support na lang siya dun sa ginawa natin na let's say kung nag-draft tayo, so support na lang siya. Kaya kailangan yung sa task description, very specific siya yung what particular document you're working on. Kasi each document, meron naman tayong unique reference number or unique reference. Kasi 'di ba, we are a quality management system and one of the traceability of documentation is the reference number of our documents. So kaya this is very important. Then the task date and number of minutes. So dito sa task description ninyo, pag nakalagay mode or RFP, so dapat yung account ganun din. Now, recently, we find that I think a lot of us is using the Excel kasi 'di ba pwede natin i-review prior to sending to IT. So, for those na multiple documents, you're working on multiple documents, especially if you're in the QMS kasi nagko-convert ka, mas marami kang documents na ginagawa. So, the bulk upload through Excel is a better option kaysa sa service log kasi hindi na natin ma-edit once na na-post na siya. So, kailangan ipapadelete na naman, tapos mag-i-encode na naman tayo. So, mas magiging hassle yun siya. So, I better suggest that you use the bulk upload and then send to Lynette. Okay. So, anyone from you guys, what is wrong with this sample 1? Anyone? Ano yung kulang? Ano yung mga marks dyan? Bakit may mga red marks?
And no title.
No title, miss.
Yes, no title. Though may reference siya, 'di ba? So, let's say 2.1.2. Pero pag pumunta ka dun sa PRP, pag nag-search ka ng 2.1.2, maraming lalabas, 'di ba? Hindi lang isang document. So, kailangan pag nag-search si client, let's say, kasi all our clients have access to our PRP. So, kunwari, kinopy nila yan and then nag-search sila sa library nila, sa PRP. Tapos, ang daming lumabas. So, hindi specific yung naging log niya dito sa service na to. Okay. Then, ito rin, 11.2.1 to 11.2.2 PO. So, 'di ba? Ano yung ano yun ng mga documents na yun. So yun, kailangan i-breakdown niya. So 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 until 2.13 kasi medyo mahaba siya eh. Okay. How about this one? Yung mga naka-highlight red, ano yung kulang dyan?
Hindi siya naka-itemize.
Yes, correct. Hindi siya naka-itemize. So, 'di ba
Yes,
pag
akin kasi yan.
Huwag ka na lang maingay, ikaw talaga. Nag
Sorry.
Okay lang 'yun, Vanzo. So 'yun. So 'di ba, uploaded the VA to suppliers. So kaninong eto walang account name, 'di ba? We always start lahat ng documents natin under our QMS standard format. We always start with the ano, ano yung first three or first two dapat,
Client.
ha?
Client.
Client. Yes, correct. So we always start with the client, 'di ba? TN. So malalaman niyo naman kasi nag-open kayo ng PRP. So kung ano yung nakalagay sa PRP na shortcut, yun yung name nung account na yun. 'Di ba? So, yan, you always start with this one. Then uploaded the VA. So, 'di ba? Ano yung mga VA? For example, si client ako. Tapos president ako. Hindi ko alam ano ang VA, virtual assistant. Kasi online na yung mga assistant ni Sir Arnel, 'di ba? So ganun. So the the naming convention is not known to everyone, so mga things like that. So kailangan we have to be very very specific to the point na pag nag-search ka sa PRP library, searchable yung task description mo para they can always refer. So 'di ba kunwari yung let's say Taklam, 'di ba, from Cave. He's very keen into details. So biglang nag-copy siya ng isang task diyan tapos nag-search siya and then pagkita niya ay walang naka-upload tapos nakalagay convert o patay. Pero we didn't reach that point yet with our client. But what if, 'di ba? It's not impossible for them. Especially if meron silang accounting na audit masyado mag-isip because that is also part ng accountant na job is to verify like discussion kanina, verification, validation. So that is also applicable sa service log. Okay. So how about this one? Is this correct? Wala na siyang red.
No,
Why? What's wrong with this?
yung account po is RFP.
Tapos,
Mode po yung mode po yung description niya.
yes. So yan, mode and then RFP. So 'di ba, you have to be careful. Kaya nga I'm really
Kapag
suggesting,
po hindi
yeah.
ng isa pang ano, PRP, nag-o-automatic po siyang nag-iiba.
Oo, kaya mas maganda pag if you're doing the individual log dun sa services log, pag nag-log ka, use the account of the client kasi automatic siya. Pag nag-open ka ng mode, dun ka magla-log ng services. Kasi pag nag-open ka ng RFP, yung magiging default niya is RFP. Ganun yung ano. Pero you can still choose, 'di ba? Yun lang yung isa. But the safest for the yung sobrang dami ng documents na talaga na you're working on every day, pinakamaganda talaga is the bulk upload. Para you can still ma-review mo pa yung service log mo prior to sending to Lynette. Okay. So, eto. How about this one? Is it correct? Or,
Joy, excuse me.
yes?
Regarding sa bulk upload,
Mm.
may tinuro sa akin si Mark and copying dakuan yung parang document titles. it would be very easy to copy and paste them in the Excel file.
Yes, oo. Sa hierarchy yun, 'di ba?
Oh,
Sa hierarchy
for
yun.
example, yung yung sa document, tapos naka-folder yung document, iko-control shift, tapos right click, then copy as path, copy paste lang siya doon dayon sa Excel file, and then
Sige, i-share mo. Wait, ikaw
yes.
mag-share, Banjo.
Okay, okay, sandali
Para
lang ha.
ano.
Oh, kasi I encountered this one during I was the one who's making the vulnerability assessment. So imagine if you're doing 30 and then you will log them one
Yes.
by one. So that is the problem that I have encountered. That's why I committed mistakes in the past of doing yung mga nasabi kanina. So this is a strategy that was shared to me by Mark. So I'll share my screen.
Sige, go ahead, Banjo.
This is very quick lang, 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're almost done naman. Go ahead. Para dagdag
Okay, okay.
kaalaman. Especially that we have new onboard OJTs that will be dealing with a lot of
Yes,
documents. Yeah.
yes. Okay. Share entire screen. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Yes. Now.
Okay, so this is the Excel file that is used for uploading um service logs. So ito siya, diba, it is our practice, best practice is to write ano ba yun, the document title, and then action, and then it's also very helpful if we will write comments. So para mas specific talaga siya. So for example, you are working with all of these documents. So if you are going to copy paste them one by one, it would really take time. So this is the tip that was given to me by Mark. You're going to highlight all of them, control shift, and then right click your mouse, and then copy as path. So all of those document titles are now copied. So you are going to paste them. As you can see, meron siyang additional kung saan siya galing. So you just copy yung tatanggalin mo na na lines or words, copy, and then control F. Dito sa replace, find what, and then find all, and then replace all. So, from there, meron ka ng document titles of all the documents that you have. And then, pwede mo lang i-assign dayon ang time that you have taken to accomplish the task. So, it will become easier than compared to copying paste them one by one. It is very good if you are handling multiple documents, mga more than 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that would be all. Thank you.
Wow, galing. Hindi ko yun alam, Banjo. Salamat. So,
Yes,
naging
share lang din
7.
yung Mark.
Naging 7 tuloy yung skills ko sa Excel. Bumaba. Thank you, Banjo. So, nakuha niyo yun, guys? Or gusto niyong ulitin ni Banjo? Were you able to, to get how to paste that one? Nakuha niyo ba?
Yes, meron naman.
Okay. Kasi nagre-record yung mga OJT. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
Joy. Kuha namin.
especially kayo OJT kasi marami talaga kayong task na per document. Okay. So, thanks, Vanjo. So, yun siya. You really have to itemize. And then also, if you're working on hierarchy, pwede nyo naman i-copy yung buong hierarchy dito. Kasi, yung hierarchy natin is like an Excel file lang din naman siya. So, you can copy the entire columns nung mali yung inopen ko, cave. Ang tagal. So, you can copy the entire column ng PRP para you can get the title. Pwedeng ganun din siya. So, at least you can itemize everything. Okay. So, now this is I got from the IPI. So, ito yung mga correct service log. So, when you use the action drafted, ibig sabihin nag-draft ka ng program. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng drafted. Pag gumamit ka ng draft or may pag nag-create ka naman ng list, you use a different actionable item kasi mostly talaga pag nagsabi ka ng draft, these are programs and pag nag-draft ng programs, medyo matagal talaga siya. Kaya nasa 70, minsan 120, di ba Chris? Depende sa laki ng program, especially on the technical team side.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, depende sa brain cells mo.
Yes. So kung nag-research ka ng actually the research action are non-billable. Hindi siya binibill ni sir kasi mahirap siyang i-justify sa client. So, yun siya. Kasi before, ang
Para
process kasi, yeah.
para alam ko kung kanino yan. Parang kay Chris yan. Grabe ka detailed yung pagkakalagay.
Ito talaga si Vanzo.
Grabe, walang anonymity kay Vanjo.
Oo nga. Kinip ko na nga lahat. Hindi naman to kay Chris lahat. Meron naman, may...
Yeah, hindi yan sa akin lahat. Hindi nga ako
Mm.
familiar.
Ito, this one, iba yung may-ari nito. So, ito, sobrang detailed niya. May 0.5 talaga. So, naka-timer siguro to siya. So, you can use that one as well. Kasi per minute na to yung time dito. Tapos so, every second yung kinakount nung nag-log nito. So, ganun ka-detailed dapat. Okay, yung discuss, mga research, those are the things na hindi na masyado hindi binibill ni sir sa client. Okay, so any questions? Clarification? Are we clear? So I hope moving forward from this retraining, wala nang makaka-receive ng NTE from you guys regarding service log. Okay? So, wala nang questions?
Okay, Joy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, team, for your time. Thank you.
Thank you,
Let's go
Miss.
back to our
Thank you po.
VOs.